Today, we're talking about offers. If you want to build a profitable online business, you have to understand the 4-offer system. Now, here's the thing. Most creators either build these in the wrong order, price them incorrectly, or build the wrong offers altogether. And you get these wrong, you'll waste months of your time, burn through a bunch of cash, and potentially watch your business flop. Lucky for you, it turns out if you want to scale your course business past 6 figures, there's a very specific and non-obvious order you need to follow. So in this video, I'm going to break the whole thing down for you. And I know this works because we've sold over $25 million in courses using the correct combination of these 4 offers. But more importantly, in my opinion, we have helped hundreds of other creators, not just ourselves, hit 6 and 7 figures implementing these into their own businesses. I've seen hundreds succeed. I've seen hundreds fail. And the difference isn't their following size or their pretty websites or their super well-made product. It's using these 4 offer types correctly. Alrighty, now, before I go through this 4 offer framework, it is critical to understand why most course creators get this completely backwards. So let's start here. There are just 4 types of offers that make up any business model, but specifically the course and online business model. Free offers, low ticket offers, mid ticket offers, and high ticket offers, including almost everyone has heard one of those 4 words or offer types used by one of their favorite gurus, and yet almost no one understands the purpose, the pricing, and the formats that each of these offers need to follow to work together. The relationship of how these offers intertwine makes all the difference. And today, I'm going to break down each of the offer types and show you those 3 points, the purpose, the pricing, and the format. But I'm also going to give you actual real-life examples you can see with your own eyes that I've used to sell over $25 million online. So it's not just the theory behind the offers that's helpful. I want you to see exactly how I've done it and what actually worked for me so that you can then apply this to your business. First, you've got free offers. The price point on free offers is in fact free. These are also known as lead magnets. Why is it called a lead magnet? Well, let's get into the purpose of what free offers are. Free offers serve 3 main purposes. Number 1 is to build trust. It's like dating, right? You never would go up to somebody and say, "Will you marry me on the first date?" Well, maybe you do, I don't know. No judgment, but it is kind of a weird way to start a relationship. I don't even know you. I don't know if you can provide value for me and my family, for my future goals. That's why it takes time. And so the point of free offers is to build trust. Second is to build a list of people you can contact. This turns into traffic that you own. Instagram, this YouTube video right now, I don't own this traffic. I'm kind of at the algorithm's mercy if it wants to show this video to people. By giving people something free that's actually valuable, you get back something that's valuable for you, which is contact information. Most of the time, that's an email at bare minimum, but that can be their phone numbers, their Instagram DMs, WhatsApp, or any of the other ways to contact people. And the third purpose is to pre-sell people. Free offers act as the catalyst to test what will actually work down the road as you build some of the other 3 offers we'll talk about in a minute. Next, let's talk about formats. What are the most obvious shapes and deliverables that these free offers come in? This is not an exhaustive list by any means, but here are the most popular ones. Checklists, challenges, free communities, ebooks, templates, audits, mini courses, swipe files, quizzes, webinars, case studies, calculators, micro apps, virtual summits, newsletters, giveaways, PDFs, and curated lists. And to be frank, I think this is where a lot of people get really overwhelmed. There's so many things you can make in the form of a free offer that people think they have to either make a whole bunch of these or spend, 3 to 6 months making a single one, like a webinar, for example. So let me first give you some insight and some real life examples, not some theories of what you could make, but what we have made and found the most success with. First one is in fact a webinar. Now I will say this is probably the most misunderstood free offer or lead magnet. Everybody for some reason thinks that the webinar is like this golden goose. You have to build one. And I have coached multiple creators who have never built a webinar and yet they're building 7, some of them 8-figure online courses and businesses behind them. This is our webinar that we built for Course Creator Pro. It's an hour-long training teaching our 10 biggest secrets or tips on how we have made 7 and now 8 figures selling online courses. It's free. It's an extremely value-packed piece of education. I ask for their email. Once they give it to me, we give them the video. Below that video, there happens to be a checkout page where they can then purchase our offer. So that's an example of the webinar or the VSL or free training free offer type. I've also found a ton of success with this free offer or lead magnet. This one's kind of a combination of templates, swipe files, and a curated list. I'm giving 100 of my best verbal hook templates that I've used over the last 10 years after spending millions of dollars on ads, making a ton of contents, and researching what other people have found success with. It's valuable because I took all the time to curate all that content. I then put it into template forms, really easy to follow formats, which then also acts as a swipe file. You take this, you can plug it into ChatGPT and copyright some really good hooks for your content. And as you can see, the opt-in rate on this free offer for me is a 68% opt-in rate. For context, the average opt-in rate on a free offer page like this one is around 25 to 30%. And then lastly, this is my currently most successful free offer in the last 3 to 6 months. This is a full-blown market research report generated by AI, where I've built an entire back-end apparatus that goes and scrapes 200 plus websites, 30 plus forums, and gives my customers this beautiful market research reports that tells them how likely their course idea is to sell. We test a whole bunch of different formats and angles to see what is the most valuable offer that would get somebody to give me their contact information in exchange. And by the way, free offers aren't just something that online businesses or course creators use. This has been used for hundreds of years in the marketing world. Look no further than Costco, probably the best people to use free offers. They give free samples out. And there's a cool story behind this. In 2014, Costco figured out that samples increased product sales by as much as 600% on the day they were sampled. That is a 6x increase in sales, all by figuring out that when they give something for free, people will judge the value, the quality, the experience of the paid thing by what the free thing is. It's such an obvious concept, obviously. If you give someone a taste of the steak and the steak is good, they might want to then buy that steak because it is good. And as simple as this concept is, so many businesses have no idea how to actually implement it in action. And here's the real kicker and some of the math behind free lead magnets. I pay money for my free lead magnets, that market research report I just showed you. In fact, go below this video right now. I'll put a link where you can actually try out that lead magnet, check your course idea, and see how much demand it has. But I pay money for every single one of those reports to get made. I lose money whenever you submit an idea. Why would I do such a thing? Well, why does Costco do it? Costco might go through 20 bags of samples, which is like $160 worth of potential revenue they could have generated. But from that $160 investments, they're going to produce something like $2,400 in sales worth of those bags in the day. That's a 15-to-1 return on investment. I have seen very similar, in fact, far bigger numbers than that from things like this market research report. I get somewhere in the vicinity of a 20 to 30-to-1 investments on that cost to build a market research report, so it's worth it for me. All these free offers kind of fall on a spectrum. I call it the time, money, and effort spectrum. Not all free offers are created equally, and I see many beginning creators feel like, oh, I'm just going to make an ebook, or I'm going to make a PDF, I'm going to slap some sort of lazy offer together, and then everyone's going to want it. Well, there is a spectrum, right, of how valuable it is to your customer. On the left-hand side, you've got offers that require high time, high money, and high effort still. Valuable, but require the most amount of those three things. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you have things that take the absolute least amount of time, money, and effort, and therefore are more valuable. I separate this into 3 tiers. You've got tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 free offers. And this is more of a general principle, not some hard cut rule, but I find that tier 1 free offers tend to be things like checklists, cheat sheets, worksheets, fact sheets, prompts, scripts, progress trackers, guides. That little cheat sheet I gave of the 100 best verbal hooks that I used, probably a tier 1 free offer. It's not earth-shattering. It's not going to make you a ton of money right now, but it does solve a problem. It solves a meaningful thing and a pain point that you might have in your business right now, and that's what makes it work. I wasn't lazy. This took a lot of time to make. It's extremely valuable, but not the most valuable thing in the world. There is a spectrum. Tier 2 free offers are things like plug-and-play templates, AI-generated tools and resources, fill-in-the-blank frameworks, curated resources and bundles, pre-made swipe files, freelancers or service directories, funnel and website templates, email templates, and more. This, again, is where my market research tool falls into. I'd say this is much more valuable than something like a Google Doc giving you a bunch of templates. Again, the tier 1 stuff requires a lot more time for you to actually use to then get value from. Tier 2, that market research report, I just saved you enormous amounts of time, effort, maybe even money. And then tier 3 is the most valuable stuff. Generally speaking, it's so valuable you could even charge money for it. Things like an actual service. Yes, you can give a service away for free. You could also give things like food away for free like Costco does. That's valuable. It's a slice, not the full thing, but it does cost you money. This would be things like building a funnel for you, doing the copywriting for you, editing videos for you, a white glove setup, an onboarding setup, some sort of done for you setup in some shape or form. And this tier 3 category leads perfectly into the second type of offer, which is low ticket offers. First, price points. Low ticket offers, generally speaking, are anything that costs at least $1 and all the way up to $100. There's some widespread discussion about what a low ticket offer is. I think the argument's kind of dumb. It's generally speaking in that range. The formats for low ticket offers are exactly the same as free offers. Everything you're seeing on your screen here can be used as a low ticket offer. And I do use these as low ticket offers. There is only one difference between low ticket offers and free offers. You ready for it? One of them costs money. That is it. I mean it. That is the only difference between these two. In terms of format, people get so caught up on, I want to build a low ticket offer. It's going to be this really big, complex thing. It's like, take anything that works as a free offer, and if it works, you should be able to and can charge money for it if you want to. I think it's the biggest waste of time to build a low ticket offer and try to sell it to somebody without knowing if that thing is even valuable in the first place. If people don't want it for free, free, and they're not even willing to give you their email in exchange for it, why on planet Earth would they be willing to pull out a credit card and pay for it? I don't know. They don't. So why not validate the offer first, and then if you want to, by all means, slap a little price tag on there and sell it as a low ticket offer. But if you do that, understand the purpose of low ticket offer, which is threefold. The first part of low ticket offer is to get a small win for your customer. The first one is the same as free offers. It's to build trust. You want to give people a win, but a meaningful win, something that actually matters to them and not something you lazily put together and they're never going to use. They have to associate that thing they just got from you with a value or an end outcome they can actually tangibly draw back to and say, because of this, I got this win. And that builds trust. Trust then leads to sales. The second offer is the main purpose of low ticket offers, and that's to self-liquidate. What does this mean? You're trying to break even. Low ticket offers do not make money in and of themselves. They don't. The reason they don't, and the reason you intentionally either lose money or break even on them, is because the third purpose is you're trying to qualify people. The notorious problem with free offers is you can get a very high volume of people who are tire kickers. Not everybody. Again, I have made tremendous amount of money from giving away free offers. They work like crazy. Anyone not using free offers, I think, is just silly. But there is a step up from there if you want to qualify a little bit more and get rid of some of those tire kickers. That's where low ticket offers really shine. You get another level of commitment. Studies actually show that people who pull out their credit card and buy from you once are 3 to 14 times more likely to buy from you again. And here's the problem with low ticket offers. These work best for people who have huge followings, have ginormous lists they can blast it to, or they're going to spend a bunch of money on ads. These people can and do crush it with low ticket offers, but almost nobody else does. They are by far the hardest type of offer to do well. And it's for that exact reason why I recommend the chronological order of when a low ticket offer comes into play is last. Almost every single time you should build a low ticket offer last if you even choose to build it in the first place. This is our most successful low ticket offer we've ever run. We called it our 10-day filmmaking starter course. Bundled a whole bunch of extremely valuable things together, put it into what we call the starter course, and we sold it for $27. But remember how I said low ticket offers do not make you money by themselves? That is true. We spent a whole bunch on ads. We blasted the absolute heck out of this to our email list, to our big YouTube channel at the time, and we actually lost money or broke even on just $27 sales. But this offer made us $213,000 in a 40-day time span because of one key difference. Coming into Course Creator 360, you can see why this offer worked. We had order bumps, upsells, and downsells. The second after they purchased that $27 offer with an optional $25 order bump, they see this screen here, which gives them a 60% off one-time discount that actually expires to buy our full mid-ticket offer, which I'm going to get to in just a minute here, for $397. And if they don't take that, we've got a downsell, which is a one-time offer to split that $397 into 2 payments, 1 month and 2 months. And here's the numbers. We made $86,000 in individual $27 purchases. Again, didn't make money on that for the most part. We made about $17,000 in order bumps. And then as you can see, this is where the moolah came in. We made $92,000 from upsells and another $16,000 to $20,000 in downsells, considering it was an installment plan, $8,600 this month, and then the same thing next month as well. So as you can see, low ticket offers can absolutely work. They're just for a very specific person and a very specific offer type. It has a very specific function and purpose. Just understand it so you don't waste a whole bunch of time making one and then you're so confused why it's not selling. You're probably doing it out of order, which leads me perfectly into the third offer type. We've got mid-ticket offers. The price points on mid-ticket offers is generally speaking in the $100 range all the way up to about $1,000. Again, widely debated topic here on the exact price point of that's not a mid-ticket offer. I have just found in my experience, when you get over the $1,000 mark, you generally speaking start to need to hop on a call with the client themselves. It's harder to sell offers in an automated fashion on a sales page, etc. And it's for that reason, $100 to $1,000 in my head is a mid-ticket offer. The formats and deliverables of how mid-ticket offers are normally given is courses. This is the main one here. Bundles. These could be bundles of courses. Cohorts, sprints, communities, memberships, certifications, a service of some sort, or consultations that you charge individually for. The purpose of mid-ticket offers is number one, to deliver the main result. It's the main end outcome that people are looking for. And this, truth be told, is where a lot of gurus and other marketers disagree with me on. I believe that your mid-ticket offer should hold nothing back in terms of information. You should give it all away, all of it. The second purpose is that the mid-ticket offer serves as the cornerstone of your entire info business as a whole. Every single offer you build stems from your mid-ticket offer. Think about it this way. If you want to make a low-ticket offer, there are many times where I've taken pieces of my mid-ticket offer in the course that's in there, and I'll turn that into a smaller low-ticket offer. Or again, I'll just give it away for free and put it behind an opt-in wall and have it be used as a free offer. But if the mid-ticket offer, right, the juice, this is like the foundational information that you give to people. It's the DIY, do-it-yourself content. If it's not there, it's much harder to make a high-ticket offer. It's impossible to make a low-ticket offer because there's nothing to upsell to. And it's also harder to make these free offers as well. But the third main purpose of mid-ticket offers is to make actual profit. It's to make money now, right? So you got the free offers, they build the trust, they get people in the door, get them a win. Low-ticket offers have the same purpose as low-ticket offers. You just charge money for it and qualify and hopefully get rid of some tire kickers and maybe make back some of your ad spend or your marketing budget. The mid-ticket offer is where we finally start to cash in. And you saw that directly happen with my low-ticket offer course. We made back $90,000+ just by selling that mid-ticket offer. That's what made us profitable. It was not the low-ticket offer and selling thousands of those. It was having a higher price option that gives 10 times more value, and it is the flagship offer that we give people. 3 real-life examples for you. The first one, Full-Time Filmmaker. We sold over $20 million of this one single online course. The price point on that averaging anywhere from $400 up to $1,000. We then, off the success of Full-Time Filmmaker, built our second mid-ticket offer called Course Creator Pro. Exactly how we built those online courses. And again, we have sold this almost exclusively for $997. We've gone on to sell over $3.5 million of just Course Creator Pro. And then finally, we've got Course Creator 360. This is a mid-ticket subscription offer. It's a recurring subscription where we sell our software in combination with our courses, 24/7 support, coaching calls, templates, and much, much more. This is currently a $300,000 per month business. And the fourth and final offer that you have in your arsenal is high-ticket offers. High-ticket offers, generally speaking, start at the $1,000 price range and they go up to infinity. You can charge $20,000, $50,000. Heck, there's some of those gurus out there charging $100,000, $200,000 for their masterminds, their coaching programs. The sky's the limit here. The purpose of high-ticket offers is speed. I have found that on average, across all of my high-ticket offers, there's about 10% of my customers in my audience who want to skip past the free stuff and the low-ticket stuff and the mid-ticket stuff and go directly to the high-ticket offer to just get the premium hands-on experience. Some people don't even care what's included in the offer. They just want to pay for the most expensive thing. Their pain is strong enough, they have a really big desire, and they want the best of the best. And honestly, if there's no other reason to build a high-ticket offer other than that one purpose, it's just to have something for 10% of people to buy because they want to buy it and they will buy it. The second purpose of high-ticket offers is to offer something that is done with you and done for you, right? Think about mid-ticket offers as almost exclusively do it yourself. It's just information. And information alone, as I teach so many times on this YouTube channel and in my course itself, is inherently not valuable. It's not how you sell online courses. But high-ticket offers exclusively go more deeper into the done with you or done for you category. People are willing to pay for that speed. One of the best ways to get that speed is if, again, I do it with you or for you. And then the third purpose is lifetime value. We're trying to increase the LTV of every individual customer, and we do that by increasing how many times somebody pays us or how much they pay us. This is where you can absolutely explode your business. High-ticket offers on the very back end of these 3 offers here is where everything starts to come together. The formats of high-ticket offers, at least the most popular ones and the ones that we have done, is coaching programs, one-on-one programs or interactions, cohorts, done-for-you services, masterminds, and in-person events. Real-life example, we have a high-ticket program called Course Creator 360 Platinum. Our Platinum program is where we jump in and we build for you all of your funnels, all of your copy for your emails. We do all the back-end software tech stuff that you don't want to have to handle. And then on top of that, we have coaching calls with world-class funnel builders, marketers, advertisers for Facebook and YouTube ads, the copywriters for emails, mindset coaches. That's where I start to give some of my personal time to coach individuals. Again, but it comes to the price point. So when you compare mid-ticket offers or low-ticket offers, kind of in the same category, with high-ticket offers, I like to compare them in this way. You've got the price point of these 2 offers, which I already talked about. The offer almost exclusively in a mid-ticket and low-ticket offer is DIY. Same thing would apply to free offers. High-ticket offers would be done with you or done for you. But then we get into some drawbacks, right? The time investments. I have found that mid-ticket and low-ticket offers require the least amount of time from you as the creator. High-ticket offers, on the other hand, are very time intensive. You have to be the coach. You have to show up to one-on-one calls. You have to actually invest your time. Obviously, there is a way to scale those as well, but it does take a lot more human interaction. The results, however, also vary, right? Clients and your customers are going to get far more success with a high-ticket offer because it's more hands-on, there's more accountability. You're getting them results far faster and a far higher quality, whereas the mid-ticket and low-ticket offers are more hands-off. It's DIY, right? So there's a lot less completion rates. Some people buy your stuff and don't ever complete it. So just by nature, people get less results with that low-ticket or mid-ticket offer by itself. Then you get into staff and costs. Again, mid-ticket to low-ticket offer courses courses, almost always you can scale these businesses with less than 5 total employees. Full-Time Filmmaker at its peak was doing $4 to $5 million a year and only had about 6 employees. Whereas running a high-ticket offer program, again, you normally speaking have to start hiring on some coaches if you want to replace yourself and not be the only coach. And if you do that, you got to hire on 3 to 10 other people to run that business. You're making a lot more money, but as a caveat, you now have more staff that you have to pay for. So it's just kind of a give and take. Then if you want to make $1 million in sales, if your mid-ticket or low-ticket offers average $500, it's going to take about 2,000 of those to hit $1 million. Whereas with high-ticket offers, you can sell 10 times less volume and still hit $1 million. Again, a big benefit to high-ticket offer, less total clients, less total stuff to manage maybe, but a lot higher touch points. Higher quantity, lower price versus higher price and lower quantity, which is the affordability aspect. Mid-ticket, low-ticket, and of course free offers have a very large market of people who can't afford these normally. Whereas a $10,000, $20,000, $15,000 high-ticket offer is going to cater to a very small market of people. Then you've got the risk level. Again, low and mid-ticket offers, generally speaking, have less overall risk for you as the creator. If people want to buy these DIY courses, I always offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, no questions asked. And because their investment in these low and mid-ticket offers isn't so incredibly high, you don't carry nearly as big of a risk to deliver on your service agreements, right? Whereas a high-ticket offer, if somebody pays you $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, there's a ginormous level of risk for you. If you don't accomplish what they came there to get, there's a huge amount of stress that you feel. You don't want that person to go out and sue your business, which I've seen many high-ticket offer coaching programs do. They get sued by people because they don't deliver on their promises. Scalability, both are very scalable. They've got different routes to scale, but both very scalable. From a freedom standpoint, I would say that mid and low ticket offers give you more freedom, whereas high ticket offers not quite as much because they're tied to your time. Now lastly, let's talk about the order and the chronology of when and how to use these 4 offer types. Truly, the only rule with the chronology here is to never start with a low ticket offer. I think the low ticket offer always has to go very last in slot number 4. Aside from that, I recommend starting with mid ticket offers first. But mid-ticket and high-ticket offers at the first slot kind of are interchangeable. I see a lot of people make the mid-ticket offer first and they invest 6 months trying to build this beautiful, super long, bloated course and they sell it to nobody. And it's a very backwards way of going about things. I do like starting with high-ticket offers to just sell people a higher touch points interaction, right? It's more accountability, more time for you as the creator, but you can sell it for a lot more money, make a bunch of money on the front end, and then use all those trainings and all those interactions with your customers to then build the mid-ticket offer course and the flagship offer. In that second slot, you really have all 3 options. You can then jump into making free lead magnet offers, right? But again, free offers and lead magnets don't make any sense if you don't have anything for it to funnel into. If there is no mid-ticket or high-ticket offer, you're just kind of building an email list, which is still good, right? You can just do that by itself and just try to gather a bunch of demand and send out some emails and kind of build trust until your mid-tickets or high-ticket offer is ready. But again, I would recommend starting with a mid or high-ticket offer at the top. And folks, with that, those are the 4 main offers we have used to sell over $25 million of product online. And if you want to learn how to build, market, or sell your first online course, a coaching program, a membership, a community, anything that is surrounded by information that you want to turn your expertise and sell it online, you can sign up for a 30-day free trial of the course Created Through 60. If you like the quality of content you're getting from these free YouTube videos, multiply that by about, 1,000, and you're going to get all that course contents, every single template we have made for funnels, websites, automations, emails. You're going to get bi-weekly coaching calls from myself, yours truly, without paying for a high-ticket program on the back end. You're going to get 24/7 customer supports, and you can see me put this into practice. It truly is the 360-degree view of everything you need to build, market, and sell an online course. It's free for a reason. Click below if you're interested. If not, if you got value from this video, like it, subscribe, you know the drill, and we'll see you guys in the next one.